Harkins is, I'm just going to go ahead and give you a little brief now. Harkins has been founded since 1965. We are currently one of the largest companies in the Eastern that does multifamily, does a lot of negotiated work with our clients. We're currently doing a lot of work in North Carolina, PA, Maryland, Washington, D.C., and we're looking into the Richmond, Virginia market. The project that we are going to be talking about here is the Jackson Ward project. In 2017, Harkins Builders and CPDC joined forces with Grimm & Parker, bringing the Jackson Ward project into its current stage. With the help of RRHA, the future is here. Now we're ready to bring it to the public and utilize all means to bring this community together and provide a new era in this part of the Richmond city. This project will not only bring the foundation for the community to prospect, but it will also provide opportunities for the surrounding areas. Jackson Ward project. It consists in 5 buildings. The senior building, roughly 44,000 square feet. The multifamily building A, roughly 37,000 square feet. Multifamily building B, 31,000 square feet. The convent, 8,500 square feet. And the retail space of an estimated 5,800 feet. Some of the requirements that are on this project, especially for the senior building, is going to be the Davis Beacon wage rates, Earthcraft, Universal Design Program, and the VHDA program. Scope of work, it's going to be just like any other ground-up project. It's going to consist from the site work all the way to the finishes. Now, MEPs, electrical, selective demolition, so on and so forth. So every single aspect of construction is going to go on this project. The bid date, it's going to be March 6th. All questions, please submit onto an R5 form by no later than the 19th. You guys have a copy of this letter right here. This one has the wrong date on it. My apologies if you can cross that out and write the 19th on it. You can find all the contract documents on the Harkins site, which is also noted on that paper you've received with the Passport Colombia. Just make sure it's case sensitive. So questions can also be emailed to jacksonward@harkinsbuilders.com. Our development team and construction team consists of the Richmond Development Housing and Authority, CPDC. Well, I went off there for a minute. Okay, Harkins, Grimm & Parker, RRHA, VHDA, Compass, and J&G Consulting. Now, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and turn the mic to Mike Hopkins. He is the representative for CPDC and also with Compass.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Thank you all for coming out. Most of you know me. This project has been in the making for over 20 years. It's a very exciting project. It has a lot of impact in the community, both with our residents over at RHA, Fay Towers that we're relocating the senior building, the very historic tax credit building, and a very good opportunity, as well as the market rate. One of the things that I'm not sure Roger clarified, but the Davis-Bacon Section 3 will only apply to the senior building.
The senior building.
The multifamily building is not under the Section 3 Davis-Bacon guidelines. However, we're still wishing for bids on all the project. Make sure you break it down. Any technical assistance you need, Grace will tell you where to receive that. As you guys know, one of the things we do when we bid these projects is when you submit your number of your bid, we want you to make sure you put your qualification statement in. It's a 305, AIA 305. And the reason why we want to do that is because we want it to be fair and equitable that everybody understands the qualifications, or we understand the qualifications you guys have. Don't let the document, you know, make you not bid, fill it out as best you can. Because what follows behind that is we usually do a one-on-one meeting with those subcontractors that have the capability and that we think we can work with and find a path to be a contractor on the project. Part of that is vetting. So once we do the vetting, we assess not only the needs of the project, but your needs. So if you're falling short in some area, there's technical assistance that may be available to you that you may need. This may not happen for you on this project, but part of these big projects is it brings out a lot of Section 3 and MDE subcontractors, and it then doesn't expose, but allows us as a community, the city of Richmond, us developers and contractors to understand the impediments that are out there that prevent you all from being competitive, to prevent you all from bidding. And so, you know, a lot of people get frustrated and saying, hey, they don't get an opportunity. But part of this, of the maturation process over years, these size projects, most of the guys that bid on these projects have been around for 20 years, 30 years or more, and they have a heck of an infrastructure to take on a project like this. And so part of us getting you all here, you all bidding, and us understanding your infrastructure is to assist you with this project and other projects. Because I've been around, like I said, for 25 years, and some guys are still in the same position because you need to build capacity. I mean, it's hard going from, you know, doing, even mainstream contractors, if you're doing 30, 40, let's say you're doing $100,000 a year, and you're going to capacitize and build a project like this, and your division is $1 million. For mainstream contractors, that's a heck of a jump. You got to make payroll, you got to have credit enhancement, your suppliers, there's all kinds of things. So I want everybody to understand from an MB and Section 3 standpoint, it's not just a black thing or a Section 3 or MB thing. It's an industry-wide issue that's happening. I work with the biggest contractors out here, and they are struggling to find even their large partners that have been working with them cannot get 5 more guys to take on a new bid. So with that said, that's a great opportunity for small minority business or small business in general to grow and capacitize, because it is now a shortage out there. So with that, I'm kind of running on, but I'm saying that's why we want you all to fill out that 305. And that's why once we do evaluate your costs and your capability, we're going to give you a true hard assessment of where you are. Not to discourage you, but for you to grow your business. And anybody who's known me in this town knows that I have done it with some of the smallest contractors out here over the last 20 years. And so that's what we're here for. So just want to give you guys that. We want to enrich you in every way possible, and we ask that you be a collaborative partner, because the information that you're going to get on this, the information you're going to get on Grace is going to help you, because these projects come along once every blue moon. There is $1 billion worth of bid work going on out here that has nothing to do with a small project like this in the scope of things. And so show up for all the bids and get yourself in a position to grow your company. And that's one of the things we're here for.
So with that being said, one thing that I forgot to mention also, that we are, this is a project that is going to give the community an opportunity, not just the subcontractors, also the community in surrounding areas. A big opportunity for employment, to learn new trades, so on and so forth. If your company is going to look into bidding on different scopes of work, please make sure that you separate both. If you're doing painting and you're doing carpentry, different scopes of work. List the items that you're going to be capable to do and submit those as per the bid document that you received. Also, we're going to go ahead and open the doors for any management positions as well. So any special trades, if your company has a superintendent that has been in the industry for 20-something years and has the capability to assist in this project, please, and if you are willing to place a bid on him or his qualifications, I guess you can say, please do not be afraid to submit that as well. Harkins is really open for communications after we receive all the bids. Management positions are going to be available, as well as specialty scopes and specialty trades. Again, if you have any questions, please do not forget to submit it as an RFI form, including any management questions. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and...
Just in time.
Mandy, all right. Here she is. She's with CPDC, and she'll brief us on them.
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
I got a question about the management.
Yes.
Could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, certainly. So I'm going to be the project manager for the project for all 5 buildings.
Right.
The Harkins, as you guys well know, we are from Maryland. Okay. It wouldn't be difficult to bring our people from Maryland to here to go ahead and do the superintendent work, the site manager work, and all that, and all those other positions that we, Harkins, needs to fill. However, we are going to go ahead and open the opportunity for the people in Richmond and the surrounding areas to go ahead and also be a part of that team.
So you're saying,
Superintendent, assistant superintendents, site managers. Those you are more than welcome to say, I have a site manager here, X amount of experience. We can assist with this and provide a quote.
let me talk to you about that.
Hi everyone, my name is Mandy Solomon. I represent the owner of one of the ownership entities, which is CPDC. So we're a housing nonprofit. We have a Richmond office as well as a Silver Spring, Maryland office. And one of our recent projects here in Richmond was the Highland Park redevelopment of the school up there at the 6 Points intersection. That was phase 1 actually of a larger project with the Housing Authority. This project here in Jackson Ward is actually technically our 3rd phase of that development. And one of our biggest goals here is that we are involved in this project so that it's community driven and making sure that everyone has a say and making sure that it's the best housing that we can provide for them.
Thank you. With that said, we've got Grace here with J&G Workforce. She is the Section 3 MBE consultant for the GC.
Hello everyone, I think I know most of you, but if we have not met on any of the previous projects that I have worked or that I am currently working on, as the Section 3 consultant, my job is to connect our Section 3 contractors to make sure that they are aware of the opportunities, to assist them in making sure that they have the capacity to refer them out to other entities for technical assistance. Same for the minority contractors. My role is to help connect and identify contractors that want to bid on the project. In addition, I'm responsible for engagement of the workforce. Section 3, as you know, says to the greatest extent feasible that we're to provide training, employment, and contractual opportunities for low and low income. It's not determined by race, it's strictly income-based. And so I'm happy that CPDC as well as Harkins take this very seriously and have hired me on as the consultant because we want to make sure we have good results. Section 3 normally does not pan out those results because it's not easy. It's very, very difficult. For the developer or owner and the GC, their job is to build a building, deliver it within budget, deliver it to quality standards, and on time. Training doesn't mix well with that. Or if it's a very, very small contractor that does not have capacity. Those two things don't mix very well. And so when I'm brought on to a project, it's to help make that transition and that connection easier for both the contract for the GC and developer, as well as the small contractor and then the workforce. And so we like to have, we, meaning all of us combined, the city, everyone, we like to have these projects have a real positive impact on the community, the way the Section 3 guideline was designed. But it is only a guideline. It does not say mandatory, does not say must, does not say will. So it is only a guideline. But I am very happy and fortunate that, you know, the projects that I'm working on, we have the commitment to do the best we can to get the best results and not just check the boxes, and that we're going to do it not only to the letter of the law, but to the spirit of the law, so that we're able to improve our results. And so what will happen is that any questions that you have, you will submit them in writing. We as a team look at everything, and we'll do our best to answer any questions that you have. I always encourage everyone to bid. And any of the projects that I work on, they always tell me, Grace, not enough small contractors or minority contractors bid. And we don't bid for a number of reasons. We think we don't meet the qualifications. We think we don't have the capacity. There's a number of reasons why we don't bid. Sometimes we don't know how to read plans. Sometimes we don't know how to operate software. Whatever that is, we're here to try and help. We can't do it for you, but we can connect you and direct you to the people who can assist you. So please, you cannot get on the project if you do not bid. So please bid. Okay? Thank you.
All right, so like Michael addressed earlier, the Section 3 MBE requirements for this project, it would only be on the senior building. Like we said, we're going to open it up for the entire project itself. We would like to invite everybody to please bid. If you have any questions, we are definitely going to be addressing every single one of them on an RFI form, whether they're constructability questions or just simply a know-how. Like Grace mentioned, she is here. Myself, I am here as well. She does an RFI. If it consists on some paperwork with a Section 3 requirements, how to fill this paperwork out, and so on and so forth, I believe Grace will be able to assist you guys with that. With that said, we do have a walkthrough plan for the convent. The convent is open. I think some of you have already been in there, but it is open for you guys to take a look at and see what it is.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are you wanting a bid for each individual building or as a
Yes.
body?
No. Each one of those buildings are going to be treated bid-wise separately.
Okay.
So for the convent, you would place a bid for the convent. For the senior building would be a senior building. Building A, Building B, and the retail.
Okay.
So they're all going to be separated. And if you look at the drawings, I also got a half-size set of drawings here for you guys to go ahead and take a look at. Please take advantage of it. My own personal set. Please be gentle. Like I said, if you have any questions, please submit an RFI form, and then we'll be more than happy to answer those questions. Now, on this sheet, I think I mentioned earlier, but I will go ahead and repeat it. The RFI was, on this sheet, says to be submitted by no later than yesterday. Well, that's not going to happen. So that has been changed to the 19th. I think this was a typo. So please change it to the 19th, and we'll change it on the site to the 19th as well. Thank you.